Genetic diversity is the bedrock of life on Earth. It refers to the variety of genes within a species, providing the raw material for adaptation and evolution. Just like a diverse portfolio safeguards an investor, genetic diversity buffers species against environmental changes, diseases, and other threats. A species with high genetic diversity has a greater chance of survival in the face of adversity. Conversely, low genetic diversity can lead to a bottleneck effect, making the species vulnerable to extinction. Imagine a forest of genetically identical trees. A single disease or pest could wipe out the entire population. Now picture a forest with a rich tapestry of genetic variation. Some trees might possess genes that make them resistant to the disease, ensuring the forest's survival. This natural resilience is the gift of genetic diversity. However, human activities are rapidly eroding this vital resource, pushing numerous species towards genetic impoverishment. Habitat destruction, climate change, pollution, and invasive species are disrupting ecosystems and decimating populations, leading to a loss of genetic diversity that threatens the delicate balance of life on Earth. A groundbreaking study by Shaw et al. Highlights the alarming loss of genetic diversity across species. Published in a prestigious journal, the study analyzed data from 622 species, revealing widespread declines. This paints a sobering picture of a silent crisis in ecosystems globally. The projections are particularly worrisome. Habitat destruction could lead to a 42 to 48% loss in genetic diversity in coming decades. Birds and mammals show particularly alarming declines. The kakapo, a critically endangered parrot from New Zealand, has suffered a severe genetic bottleneck. Despite concerning trends, there is a glimmer of hope. Insects, ray-finned fishes, and dicotyledonous plants have not yet experienced significant genetic diversity losses. Some groups may be more resilient to human-induced changes. The findings of Shaw et al. Underscore the urgency of implementing effective conservation strategies to safeguard genetic diversity. However, the study also reveals that current conservation methods have yielded mixed results, with some approaches proving more effective than others. While some conservation efforts have successfully stabilized populations, they haven't always translated into preserving genetic diversity. For instance, breeding programs, while crucial for boosting the numbers of critically endangered species, can sometimes inadvertently lead to a reduction in genetic diversity if not carefully managed. Similarly, legal protection and supplementary feeding, while providing immediate relief, may not be sufficient to address the underlying causes of genetic loss, such as habitat fragmentation and degradation. Ecological restoration, such as habitat restoration and connecting fragmented landscapes, offers a more promising avenue for preserving and even enhancing genetic diversity. By recreating the conditions that allow species to thrive, we can promote gene flow and increase the resilience of populations. However, these approaches require long-term commitment and investment. The findings of Shaw et al. Serve as a stark reminder that we are at a crossroads. The loss of genetic diversity is an existential threat that undermines life on Earth. We must act decisively to protect biodiversity, prioritize long-term research and monitoring of genetic diversity. Long-term programs track trends and evaluate conservation efforts, develop effective strategies to address biodiversity loss, protect and restore habitats, mitigate climate change and combat pollution, promote sustainable practices in agriculture, forestry and fisheries, foster public awareness of genetic diversity's importance. Education and outreach are crucial for conservation support. The challenge is daunting but not insurmountable. By embracing a proactive, science-guided approach, we can ensure the tapestry of life on Earth flourishes for generations.